What if the whole point wasn't about having the perfect harvest, the best looking raised beds, the most productive garden in the neighborhood? What if it was just about the act of gardening? Quiet, relaxed, peaceful. Well, that's what I consider to be slow life gardening. Just relaxed, simple gardening for the pleasure of gardening. I'm going to show you 3 habits you can start this week that might be the best thing you can do for your mental health. I learned through YouTube and videos that you're optimizing for the most productive yield, or to harvest food, to not let things die, to be productive with it. And yeah, I get that. I mean, you don't want to have a completely dismal garden that doesn't do well, but it can be exhausting. And particularly as a retired person, I don't want to have to exhaust myself and worry about it so much. I just want to enjoy the act of gardening. Slow gardening is a different philosophy altogether. It's a different feeling. It's not sweating the small stuff, I suppose, being intentional and at actually being slow. Just relaxing with it, That works for me as a retired person, as an older gardener. That's the only way it's going to work for me at this age, is to approach it with that mentality. And that doesn't mean being lazy about it. It doesn't mean doing nothing. It just means doing the things that I care about and that are important to me, that I think are important. It's just being here without worrying about always being productive, the highest productivity. I don't need that much food. So for me, it's really just come down to the act of gardening itself, the pleasure it gives me. If you're doing it for the reasons I'm talking about, it could be a windowsill garden, it could be a patio garden, it could be a few pots in your backyard. It doesn't matter. You're gardening. You're planting a seed and you're watching something grow. Habit number 1 is just the morning check-in. That's what I do every morning. I just walk out, and with no agenda, not an agenda of pulling weeds or getting something planted or watering I go out with just the agenda of taking a slow walk, looking around, seeing how things are, and then I sit down and just have a cup of coffee and think. And that's when I usually come up with my ideas for what I'm going to do next, or how I might improve this, or what I might grow with that. I just sit here and I'm quiet about it. Habit number 2, I harvest with intention, not production and ambition. I'll go out and harvest my lunch for the day. I'll harvest just what's ready and what I want to eat for that day. I don't go out there and try to harvest everything. If it needs harvesting, yes, but I just pick what I need. The way I like to look at my garden is like a backyard grocery store. I go out usually on a daily basis and harvest what I need, and I'll usually use it on a daily basis. I'll grab a few herbs, I'll grab some lettuce, or I'll grab some tomatoes or some cucumbers, and I'll make a cucumber salad or tomato salad or a salsa, or I'll just but I don't worry about getting an abundance of vegetables and getting a whole bunch and making a huge batch of something. In the end of the summer, when the tomatoes come on, and I do make sauces and things like that, but throughout the year it's more of a relaxed, laid back situation where I just grab what I want, grab some beans. If I see there's an abundance of beans for one day, I'll grab those, and I'll know we're going to put that with our dinner tonight, whatever it is, and maybe have a salad on the side or something. That way the harvest becomes a daily ritual, not a chore to do at the end of the week, or something you have to take care of, and take care of the bulk of abundance that came in that you have to process and try to find a way to process. In that way, I've learned to grow what I need, grow what I what I can use. And so I'm building my garden around that. Building my garden around using it on like a daily basis, and then putting certain things away for the year. And habit number 3 kind of ties in with habit number 1. Taking the time to just enjoy the garden without having to do work all the time. Without everything every day having a daily working chore that needs to be done. Granted, some of it does, but I like to look at my garden and come out sometimes and just decide I'm not going to weed today or tonight. I have no agenda. I'm just going to come out and be in my garden. I might bring out my sketch pad and draw some stuff while I'm out here, or I'll sit with Charlie and just enjoy the birds and enjoy the evening. I don't want that garden back there pulling me and making me not want to enjoy my evening, enjoy my time outside. So to me, that's what gardening has to become for me to keep enjoying it. And that's what it's really about for me, particularly at this age, is having a garden that helps my mental health, and helps me relax. You know, I like to paint, I like to do art, and sometimes if I really get frustrated with the painting and I just want to back off from it for a while, coming out in my garden really resets my mindset when I go back in. I'll go back into my painting with a renewed enthusiasm, and it just resets me. It makes me relax, it makes me calm. Slow living gardening gives you a place you can come out and just be and relax. No expectations, no judgments about your garden, how it looks, if it's weedy or not. And you're the artist that creates it, and you can create it to any form you want. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, that sounds great, but I don't have a garden, I don't have the space. A pot on a windowsill with basil, herbs, thyme, that could be a little form of gardening. And really, it really feels good to add a little bit of your own herbs to your whatever you're cooking. Here's the way I'd start. Pick the one plant you enjoy, that you really want to grow, that you enjoy eating, and just spend time trying to grow that plant the best you can. And if you don't have a lot of experience, let yourself be a beginner. It doesn't have to be about the harvest. The point is just about the process of going out and gardening. And if you enjoy it, it doesn't matter that much. Sure, there's disappointments, but that's okay. You're gonna have them. I've had a lot. Slow living, relaxing, not stressing about whether or not you have the best harvest or the nicest garden in the neighborhood. Just do it to enjoy it and relax while you're doing it. It's quite distracting having a slow life, quiet lifestyle, living next to a train track. Doesn't fit. Not gonna do it. A garden for me is more than just eating or vegetables. To me, it's a place that I can go enjoy flowers and birds and nature, and maybe have a few edibles, not edibles, but edible things that I'm growing that I can enjoy. And if you like this content, hit the like button if you would. Subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It would help my channel. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back. My name's Dennis, and I hope to see you again. Take care.